Hello everyone, welcome back to another FSD beta video. We are on 11.3.6 and we are currently doing a short drive heading back from the daycare for the dogs. So yeah, there has been a few improvements over the same version that I've been noticing, so it's worthwhile doing this test. And there's a lot of situations where I go like, okay, I've never seen this before, and this is definitely an improvement. So I wanted to see if merging has improved, because there's a few turns heading back home, even when I'm coming back from my commute. If you haven't seen my commute video, where we do a turn into a very high-speed street and it doesn't merge properly, and kind of like goes through a lane that's ending and then just heads off outside of the street. So let's see how this is going to go. Now we are going through a residential area first, but we are going to be hitting city streets nearby. And if you haven't done yet, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot. Hitting like gives YouTube the algorithm so that it can pump up my video views. And the more views I get, the more support I have, the more I would like to do this and film it. Because I do this typically even without filming it, but filming it also gives me a lot of joy, and I like the interaction that I get in the comments below. So there's a car coming up here, so it should be stopping. And it stops. There's a bus coming up, but it's gonna go ahead before the bus comes close. Yeah, it was a little bit of a jaggered kind of situation. Okay, yeah, so we are going over the speed limit over here. So this is a disengagement. Disengaging due to going over the speed limit of 30 kilometers per hour. So yeah, this is a school zone, and there's typically always cops over here stopping people who overspeed over the 30. So I'm just gonna drive this through. Actually, I might just engage and scroll the wheel down. Here we go. Playground zone is ending right now, so I'll reset the speed. There we go, our first disengagement. Nicely taking this right shoulder over here of the street so that traffic can go through if it needs to. Really like that. It's an unmarked street, so normally cars use it as 2 lanes, but there's no technical lane divider there. Alright, so changing lanes over here to follow route. I don't disagree with that, but I think you can still follow the route with the other lane regardless. Or it is actually hitting McLeod, so yeah, you might need to be on this lane then. I thought it's gonna go straight ahead. Let's see what I might actually just change this. Yeah, I will change. Yeah, and let's do this just so that I can get those turns over here that I really want to. So we are now on assertive FSD beta profile. I've been trying assertive for a while, just because on the highway I feel like it's a little bit better than average. It does tend to slow down over here at the train tracks. Okay, so it didn't this time. Interesting. And then it does pick up a false 20 kilometer speed zone just around here somewhere, I recall. But it doesn't seem like it did that too, so there we go, win-win situation. Oh yeah, here we go. I don't know where it picks up that 30 kilometer speed zone from, to be honest. No lane indicator here for this lane change, so I'm not very happy with that. We've got the flashing green light. It does commence to go a little bit, but it's hitting the brakes, so I'm going to tap the accelerator here. And I've seen that almost every other left lane turning or left intersection that I have to take on an intersection with a flashing green light, I always get that issue these days. So that's a shame, because those used to be so flawless in version 10. Really hope they fix that in version 4.1. Ooh, I am overspeeding over here, and apologies about that. And this is the problem where it doesn't pick up the 30-kilometer speed zone. Ah, man. We got lucky there. Nicely taking a right turn over here just to get into the correct lane for our next maneuver here. So we've got a right turn on this green light over here. Let's see how it does. Quite a bit of a slowdown, avoids that crushed cone on the side of the road nicely. And this is where our lane's ending over here. And it just pushes itself in the last minute. And it does change another lane again. And it says it's changing lanes due to a blocked path, which is incorrect. So, yeah. Indicates the last minute that it needs to go left. That's okay, I guess. I mean, I'm not too fussy about that, but yeah, an earlier indicator would be better, to be honest. Flashing green light over here gets picked up just like maybe like a second earlier, but a nice accelerator here, going into the wrong lane, but corrects itself. Awesome. All right, very good. Yeah, early version 10 used to be very terrible at that. It used to go to the wrong lane, just continues in. You'll have to disengage, but now it auto-corrects itself, which is awesome. Indicating to go right over here to follow route, which is correct. All right, so this is the merge that we're coming up to that it does terrible at. Like, it doesn't even merge in the last second, to be honest, anymore. So yeah, a little bit of a regression, but even in the previous versions, it used to be still terrible. And it hugs the left lane over here. I mean, the left curb over here, which is terrible as well. So it says merge over there, and then we have our signal on the right-hand side, and yeah, and it keeps going, so that's a disengagement for sure. Disengaging since the car is going off the road. So here we go, and engaging FSD again. So yeah, there's still not much improvements there, to be honest, and even over here it does this wonky thing where it passes the turning lanes and then indicates a little bit later than the usual. And that used to be earlier on. You used to get that signal, and it used to be nice and way smoother. So hopefully we get those improvements in version 4.1. So we'll continue on to this last indicator over here, intersection, and we'll see how it does this left turn. It normally does it okay, and then we'll probably wrap it up after this. Okay, got the green light. The car should start proceeding. It's slow and sluggish. Okay, we got a little bit of an acceleration going on here, so I'm happy with that now. All right, perfect. Couldn't ask for a better left turn. So yeah, just to wrap up, I guess we have one more intersection where there's a yield and sort of like spits you out to a perpendicular road. So we'll see how that goes as well. But yeah, just to wrap up, 2 disengagements so far. So the first one is on the speed limit for 30-kilometer speed zone on the school zone. Those get picked up sometimes. It used to be like more than half the time it picks it up. Now it's even less. So unfortunately, there needs to be some improvement there. And then the second disengagement was on the merge as well, like as I was showing you folks, and the whole point of this video, that merge is still an issue that we have over here. So yeah, really hoping that could get fixed. I mean, those issues I have disengaged and left a voice note and you know, an autopilot snapshot button so many times. So really hope it gets picked up by the FSD beta team. Let's see how it does on this yield. surprisingly okay. It needs to go. I'm gonna tap. Yeah, it's slow and sluggish. Previously on like the last few versions, even I think the first version of version 11, it was really good. It just kind of like does the slow down in the middle of the yield, checks for traffic, and then just goes ahead. And yeah, and there we didn't even have traffic coming in, so it shouldn't have slowed down. So yeah, unfortunate there. Another intervention. But yeah, happy to do some more videos for you folks. Please hit like and subscribe to my channel. It'll help me a lot. Let's see if it avoids over here these leaves. Doesn't. Crushes them. Just goes over it. Alright, so thanks everyone for watching. Hope you folks like this video. Please hit like and subscribe to my channel. It'll help me a lot. There's this weird thing over here in this intersection where it changes lanes in the middle of the intersection as well. It's also terrible, and it confuses those folks on the other side where they're turning in. They don't know what's going on, so I really hate that too. Those are very hard to give feedback on though, because by the time you passed it, it's like, well, it kind of did it, so I don't know what to do really. Yeah, that's where those that feedback button that we used to have back in the day were helpful, where you can just hit it without disengaging. So yeah. Alright, thanks folks for watching, and hope you folks have a nice day. I'll let you see this last stop over here. Waiting for turn. Proceeds. Excellent. Very good. A little bit slow in the intersection, but it's okay. Alright, see you in the next one.